Ace queen, we raise it up on the left. And we just get it in against the non-in 3-bet. Ace deuce, we jam over his min raise. He's quite active so far. But unfortunately we run into ace 10, nothing we can do there. On the right we bet our gut shot in a limp pot. And we definitely continue on the turn. And we get the fold. Ten-9 offsuit a bit too weak to raise, so just check behind against the limp. And not much we can do on the queen 7 deuce board. On the left we checked our mid pair, now the 5 hits, there's no point in betting. We don't get any value, so we just check call. Same on the king, I would check call there as well. This range is pretty weak at that point. What happened on the right? I think we bet on the flop. Here, check behind wouldn't be the worst, but here didn't want to give away free equity. Now range is pretty strong in general on such a board in a limp pot. But on the turn, just decide to give up. Pocket aces, we just check for 11 big blinds against the limp. You could raise really small, mix it up sometimes, but here I decided to check. And on such a board, we're just gonna check call down with pocket aces. The right, what happened there actually? Yeah, limp pot, so we check call once with our bottom pair. On the left with pocket aces, he decided to check behind on the pocket 3. Not really sure whether I like my check here. I have a decent amount of busted draws and some gut shots, so we definitely want to jam all of our value hands here. So don't really like my check here too much. But here it works out. We get the jam from a busted flush draw. Queen 6, what happened? Here we decide to raise queen 6 suited and hit a pretty bad board. I mean, it really connects with his range, so his range is much stronger than ours on that board. So we should have a decent checking behind range, and a gut shot plus overcut really works well there. Like on boards, when you want to cover the checking behind range, like when you're in position, always choose hand with some equity but can't stand a check raise, but out of position it should be the other way around. So you should bet with some equity, but check your total air hands. And the reason for that is just in position, when you check behind you always see the turn, meaning you can realize your equity better. But out of position, for example, when you check like queen high or king high, you can't just check call on such a board, for example, without a gut shot. So with betting, you get to see the turn more often. than by checking. So that's why you should bet those hands out of position, but not in position. When he decided to check the turn, I don't expect his range to be really strong, so my plan was here to bet big twice, as we can have definitely a lot of strong hands ourselves, like straights, two pairs, some strong one pair type hands as well. On the right we hit two pair in a limp pot, decided to check call. Not the best turn in the world. On the river we hit our full house, and when you think about his range, it's a decent amount of ace high, king high, some air he gives up, which I don't expect him to bet on this river much, as he expects to split the pot a decent amount of time. So basically bet out with our entire range here, as our range is much stronger than his in this spot. So something like 90 works pretty well. But I decided to check. Yeah, I don't really like that. King 4, he checks behind. Just trying to get a showdown with our pair. When he bets that big, I don't think we can call there. You can maybe call once and then give up, but I don't think that's a good idea. And when we check, our range isn't that strong, but his range on the other hand with the 8 actually improves a lot. So I think giving up is just fine there. It happened with the 7-6. So we limped. Just do min c-bet there. Yeah, not the best turn, and we have 7 high. So just giving up there. Same on the river. Pocket 3, just get it in for 11 big blinds. Four 6 on king 3 deuce board. It's a pretty good check raising spot. We have 2 overcards with a 3, we have a gut shot, and we hit the board actually quite well, because in the pot we can have a lot of those low card type hands. Every 2 pair we can really have. But decided to check behind. So we lead the turn. Now we hit our straight. And I decided to overbet, if I remember correctly. Let's see. Yeah, overbet there. I think this works out pretty well as an exploit. People tend to call overbets pretty lightly if you do it for the first couple of times. And when they don't, you can just exploit them by betting tons of air really big. I think here this works out pretty well. And we can also have a lot of strong hands here, like basically a lot of 2 pairs and a straight. So can't really exploit us there.